Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That was a stirring performance of our national anthem. With that, we'll be right back in just a moment. Here we go. And so off the tip, it's Charlotte. Here's Ball, hovering around 19.5 points a game. His scoring has been huge for them. So a look at our starters for the Wizards. Dinwiddie and Beal comprise the backcourt. Kyle Kuzma out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the 3.
And, you know, with Hayward, you get a little bit of everything. He's a stat sheet stuffer. He's got good instincts for moving the ball. He moves well without it. And he also can be effective on the glass.
Hits a three-pointer.
Boy, Kuzma, superb at finding space along the perimeter and shooting the ball with confidence. And he's got great range, too.
Ball outside. To the inside, Plumlee. Gafford grabs the miss. You also see Hayward's versatility on the offensive side of things.
You know, B.A., he's a guy that really shoots a high percentage because he takes good shots. He can work in the mid-range or go down and post up, and he's very adaptable as an offensive player.
Now here's Hayward. Turned in an outstanding game against Detroit. Rozier finds Hayward. Over Gafford. Hayward's shot is off.
A little hesitant. Maybe he thought the D was tighter on him than it really was.
And then Beal with the dunk.
Woo! Decisive drive and finish right there. Beal sees everything out there so quickly. I love it.
Wizards foul. Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Ball passes to Rozier. To end the run. No good that time. Nice D from Gafford. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results. And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Your honeybees. All right, fans. That was your honeybees. Make some noise.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. And it's Bridges with the jam.
That athletic ability gets Bridges to the rim there. He almost totally shrugged off the defense.
Here's Caldwell Pope, guarded by Hayward. Inside, here's Kuzma, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Hayward. Boy, the rumor mill is buzzing, Clark. Here in the middle of the year, how's that affect you as a team?
Well, all of that outside noise, whether it's the rumor mill or dynamics within the team, when it's outside noise, it can have a real negative effect because you just don't know how players are dealing with that and if they're dealing with it constructively. So with the amount of trades in the NBA, though, I know that players typically are relieved when the trading deadline passes. Just a nice job anticipating that time by Hayward. Excellent position for that second chance hoop.
Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Back to Beal. And then Beal with the Thunder Jam.
What an athlete Beal is. These kind of throwdowns get him going as well as his teammates.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Ball. No good on his first attempt of the game.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
And Caldwell Pope gets it to go.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
A big group substitution here for Charlotte. Richards is checked in for Plumlee. Washington comes in for Bridges. Oubre, he's checked in for Hayward. And it's Martin in for Rozier. Here's Caldwell Pope. And Harrell throws it down.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Holiday. Banked it in off the glass.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and work.
2 minutes remaining.
Knocks it loose. And they're on the run. And he's going for the...
Oh, wow!
Oh,
watch out below.
Big finish.
Give Kuzma room to elevate, and he is a prime-time throw-downer. He's going to jam it right in your mug.
All right.
Washington making some changes. Gafford, he's checked in for Harrell. Beal comes in for Holiday. And it's Dinwiddie in for Neto. Here's Oubre. Last game we saw him with 32 points. And so it looks like the Hornets will retain possession here. And let's look in on the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. These are the teams leading the way in assists this season. In third, the Hornets.
The passing on this team is very strong. They really move the ball, and you can see it in the assist numbers. They haven't had that much success in the paint.
Yeah, I love the mentality getting inside. I mean, they've been bottled up in there, but when you attack the paint, generally good things are going to happen for you.
Beal right side. Oubre with a steal. And they're pushing it up. Pass to Martin. To the middle. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first. Gafford with the bucket. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Wizards.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
The other thing they've done is immediately get out on the fast break. They're definitely getting some points that way.
Helps to have a shooting guard who can block shots, a real bonus in Caldwell Pope. Does a nice job at stiff-arming shooters.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
4-3. And again, Washington with a triple.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And the shot's good. Martin's got 5 now.
And you cannot leave anybody open on Ball's team because this guy is excellent at finding his teammates.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back.
Basketball.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the first. Bucket.
Caldwell Pope really solid.
Stolen by Dinwiddie. To the paint. With 1 on the clock. He can't get that one to fall. We're at the end of the first, and what a blowout already in this one. It's the Wizards running away with it. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And one of the most versatile offensive players in the league, Gordon Hayward, talked about one of his go-to moves.
I really like the step-back move.
Grant, that step-back jumper, one of the most important shots today.
It really is. And for players like Gordon that are a live threat off the dribble, it's even more effective.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Wizards here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Hayward and Bridges at the small and power forward spots. Kelly Oubre out there with Terry Rozier. And it's Washington in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Well, just about every discussion of the NBA trade market comes back to the Washington Wizards. An all-star shooting guard Bradley Beal on a team that hasn't made the playoffs in 3 seasons. Something's got to give. And guys, with Beal possessing an opt-out after this season, expect those talks to intensify.
Yeah, that's a good point. 6 to shoot. Here's Oubre. Got a piece of it.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Charlotte Hornets. On Saturday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
Rozier can't get it to go. And here's Washington. 9 points in a row, a good run going.
Well, you got to love the consistency of Terry Rozier's shooting. I mean, he does take a lot of shots, especially from the 3 line, but he's got a habit of knocking them down, too.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Beal, he's checked in for Washington. Now here's Dinwiddie. His last outing, he had 18 points. There's the 3. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5. You know, another thing you love about Terry Rozier, Clark, he's a certified bucket getter.
I agree with you. I mean, he is a bucket waiting to happen. He's aggressive, he's confident, and he's become more efficient in the last couple of seasons.
Here's Bridges. Oh, the teardrop falls in.
Rozier showing you nice feel for recognizing that one of his guys was wide open and got him the ball.
3-pointer, Beal, and the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists now in this one. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Hayward finds Plumlee. Here's Bridges. Basket counts. Bridges has got 6.
Well, I love the athleticism he brings to the table. Bridges can really score on the move and still maintain control of his body in those tight windows.
Here's Caldwell Pope. 14 points his last outing.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Here's Rozier, following the bucket by the Wizards. Outside Oubre, back to Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pure from 3-point range.
Slick feed by Beal, taking advantage of the hole in the defense to set up a wide open man.
Outside Oubre, launches it. The rebound by the Wizards. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
On the road, They got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
And we're seeing teams pick up the pace. Something you set the trend for in Phoenix, Grant. Why do you think that's becoming more prevalent?
Great question. I mean, in today's game, we're all about the analytics, and that has shown that you shoot a higher percentage earlier in the shot clock. So it makes sense to push the tempo and see what you can get early.
Washington's checked in for Charlotte. Martin comes in for Oubre. Now here's Ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Detroit.
And he may have posed even more problems with his passing. They had to worry about him as a scorer and a distributor.
Holiday finds Gafford. Here's Beal. And it's Washington with another.
The consistency of Beal's scoring has been terrific. And, of course, his teammates keep working hard to facilitate to him. Surefire, one-handed stuff.
Yeah, with his focus, he's not going to miss that.
I certainly hope not.
Beyond the arc. And there's Holiday. That's good. On the assist by Beal. Holiday's got 6 here in the quarter.
Aaron Holiday for 3.
Ball against Holiday, and it's Ball off the drive. That one no good.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Kuzma for 3. And again, Washington with a triple.
And he's really improved as a playmaker over the years. Beal's basketball IQ seems to just get higher and higher.
And there's the drive, and then Beal with the dunk.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And then Beal with the Thunder Jam.
And he's just using every bit of his strong frame to battle the defense. Beal won't take no for an answer. What I admire about Bradley Beal is steady growth. Not just in his overall game, but how he's embraced becoming a leader. He's someone his teammates really look up to.
Charlotte has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
The ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Holiday. Ball with the rebound. It's a one-on-one situation. Martin misses.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball. And he can take over in a nanosecond. I mean, once he catches fire, it's difficult to squelch it.
And so it's the Washington
Hornets.
Allie, as always, thanks.
Well, if you could have drawn up an ideal scenario for this game, this would be it. The big dogs trying to one-up each other.
All right, moving on to the first half. And, guys, Bradley Beal has been putting on a show. Glad you could join us.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. How about Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game?
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
So on the floor for the Wizards. In it forward, it's Brown Jr. and Hachimura. Raul Neto out there with Bradley Beal, and it's Harrell in at the 5.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
Snatched away. Neto. And the tip in on the offensive board.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Hayward. Hey, the slam by
10th now. He's athletic. He's got bounce. He's going to finish with the big flush when he gets inside.
And then Beal with the dunk.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
Ball passes to Rozier. Driving to the basket. Second shot opportunity. And a nice bucket inside for Plumlee.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Such a tough guard. I mean, Beal mixing it up inside, coming out on top in that battle.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Now here's Ball. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. The wide open shot is on the money.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Hachimura. Hayward with a steal. Pass to Rozier. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Rozier's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, good fundamental footwork that time by Terry Rozier to avoid the defender.
On the assist.
Hachimura left side. That one falls, coming off Beal's feed.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Beal, soft touch off the glass. Beal's got 28 points for the game.
Nimble moves on the drive by Beal, able to just slip past the defense into a shot.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Historically, a few franchises have gobbled up most of the NBA championships. A significant number of teams have never won a title, though. However, we're in an interesting time. A lot of those franchises are looking for their first title. They're among the top teams now. And guys, they're hoping to get on the board.
Oh, yes. Very interesting, Allie. Thanks for that. The Hornets making a switch here. Oubre's checked in. A big group substitution here for Washington. Gafford, he's checked in for Harrell. Kuzma comes in for Hachimura. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Avdia. And it's Dinwiddie in for Neto. Now here's Beal. And he's got 28 now.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check with maybe a step out of his range.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game. This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Now here's Rozier. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. And the basket by Plumlee.
I love his tenacity. Extra possessions, second chance points. That's winning basketball.
Three-pointer, Beal. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got his fourth assist in this one.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
Charlotte making some changes. Richards is checked in for Plumlee. Washington comes in for Bridges. And it's Martin in for Hayward. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Richards. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Drains the triple.
Tell you what, guys, he seems to improve with every game. I mean, Kuzma continues to hone his catch-and-shoot game.
2 minutes.
Poke loose. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one.
Washington.
And some of the best NBA defenders of late. The steals leaders among shooting guards the last month. .151 left in the third quarter. The three. And the Wizards with another three.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And I think we're all giving more attention to health and well-being. Grant, anything the league can do better to protect player health?
Well, I know they've tried to cut down on travel and minimize back-to-backs, but at the end of the day, you're playing 41 road games and 41 home games. That's what it is. It's a marathon. It's going to be hard, and it's an endurance race. And so, yeah, maybe reducing regular season games, but I'm not sure that's an option. So sometimes you just got to grind it out, get through it, and hope for the best for your ball club.
And the Wizards with possession here. The Hornets making their last shot. A moment here to see the numbers for Mason Plumlee. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Washington.
You know, one of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
They've also worked very hard to get the ball inside and have been able to get and hit a lot of high percentage shots in this game.
You know, some folks were saying Kuzma wouldn't even get drafted a few years ago. That's why this draft stuff is more art than science sometimes, but he has proven his doubters wrong very quickly.
Rozier can't get it to go.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Now here's Gafford, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Here's Oubre. And Gafford with the block. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie.
The assist.
Gafford's got 6.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Now here's Oubre. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Dinwiddie finds Kuzma. Gafford up top. And again, it's Washington converting.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, as Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided.
All right. Look who's coming to the court.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. We've got Ish Smith, also Bouknight out there, and it's Richards in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Hornets 5.
Bradley Beal.
Pass to Smith. Here's Bouknight. And featuring Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, and Kevin Garnett. Is the 2020 Hall of Fame class the best ever, Clark?
Well, I'd certainly have to go back and look, but there won't be any classes that would be any better. I would say that. I mean, clearly depending on when some of the all-time greats went in and who were part of their classes in the past, but I would be hard-pressed to imagine or be able to state a class that was better than this particular class. 2009 comes to mind. That had Michael Jordan, David Robinson, and John Stockton. That's a pretty good threesome, too.
Knocked away. Here's Bouknight, hounded by Beal. 11 feet out. Count it. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Beal outside. Pass to Avdia. And there's the rejection. And for the Hornets, they're shooting at a respectable 49%. Back to Smith. Three-pointer, Bouknight. The shot that time not on target.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Pass to McDaniels. Another shot. And the layup is good.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from them.
It's Avdia on the wing. It's coming off Beal's feed.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
Down low. And that one is stuffed right through.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Pass to Booknight. Oh, there's the alley. Beal with it, guarded by Smith. Fires for three. And Beal is good for three. Beal's got 14 points now in the second half.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
From downtown, and again, Washington with a triple.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Well, with everything else that coaches have been dealing with, the NBA gave them a pass to skip the suit and tie part. You think broadcasters are next?
Oh, I would love that, BA. I don't mind dressing up in a sweatsuit, but I know TV requires a coat and tie, but I would love on occasion to have a dress-down day if we could.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. A blocking foul is called as the shot goes down.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Harrell's checked in for Beal. Pass to Richards. Here's Rozier. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
One thing you can give Terry Rozier credit for are those fast hands. You must keep the ball locked up when he's around because he's always hunting for his next steal.
A new lineup here for Washington.
You know, Rozier was originally drafted by the Celtics, had to back up Isaiah Thomas and Kyrie Irving, but his time to lead has come, and he's answered the bell well.
Oh, Beal picks his pocket.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
And then Beal with the Thunder Jam.
Woo! Putting on a show for the fans. Going up with a graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
A nice shot by Richards. And Rozier's quickness as a defender does much more than just create turnovers.
Yeah, he's tough to shake off when he's covering you. I mean, he puts constant pressure on the shooters and doesn't allow them to take comfortable shots.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
From behind the arc. And the Wizards with another 3.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Wizards.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And reaching a nice milestone, an even 20 wins on the year. And what a huge performance it was for Bradley Beal.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
56 seconds left in the fourth. Gets the 3 to fall.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And the third team foul.
52 seconds left in the final quarter. Stolen by Dinwiddie.
Excellent defensive instincts leading to the quick reaction. They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
Hayward's shot is off. There's 31 seconds left in the game. And again, Washington with a triple.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
That's tough to take as a defender. You've got position, and you still get beat.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Pass to Richards. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dinwiddie.
It remains Charlotte basketball. Wizard substitution, Davis Bertans.
Here's Hayward. That's tipped. And here's Rozier. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that.
Thank you, everyone, for making it